guys. With no Braves moves or news to talk about today, I thought I would do a story time with Cass Mack. And it's my favorite, or one of my favorites, because it's kind of my field of dreams start. Garage baseball. It was something that my dad and me and my brothers did because I was so obsessed with baseball, but there wasn't an avenue for me to play until a little bit later on, until I was physically more able to. So Dad made up something called garage baseball, which is exactly what it sounds. We would, every Saturday, we would have 9-inning games or 7-inning games, depending on what my dad wanted to do after yard work and things of that nature. But we'd make up the lineups with ghost players, and my brother Patrick and sometimes his friends would come over, and we would make up the lineups and do the whole. And Dad would be the umpire and commentate the whole game. I would pitch for the most part, and we'd have walls of. My grandpa made these special seats that I could sit in, but we made those the fences, and it was just we did this for I think 5 years, and just the epic battles we had, even for it being ghost players, and the amount of homers and the amount of like web gym plays that we were able to make on a garage floor for me, crawling and doing what I did, and the one-handed patented swing that you guys have seen. My brother had to do the one-handed swing. That was entertaining. His friends did as well. My mom was the team mom. We would have milkshakes and medals at the end of the season. But it was so much fun. It was such a imagination type of thing, and my dad had so much fun making out the lineups and commentating the whole thing. And I got tossed one time because I had injured myself. I don't know, doing what, probably some physical therapy or something. I busted up my knee, so I couldn't play in the game. So I was sitting in the stands, so to speak, and Dad had fun tossing me out because I thought his strike zone was a little wide that day. Things like that. And his willingness and ability to come up with the creative scenarios, creative players. Like Susie, she was the suicide squeeze, the small ball type, and he would even, like, when somebody else hit it, when the ghost player hit it, he would make up the scenario and throw the ball so we could either catch it or it'd fall, we'd error. Like the commentary of my dad during those games was one of the most creative things that we ever did. It's amazing what you can do for the love of the game. And this was prior to me being able to find somewhere to play organized baseball. So it's something that all of us will cherish. I know I do, and I wish we had YouTube back then, because those were some insane battles. I remember my dad, there was a fly ball, and my dad threw it a little too far, but I was able to Andrew Jones one-hand diving catch on it, and it was on the concrete. We did have a carpet, but it was there was some bloody knees, scraped knees, and we made it as realistic as we possibly could. And that's why my love of baseball continued to grow for the early years, and for my dad and family to make it possible, and friends to make it possible, and make it as much as fun and as most realistic as we could, and be as creative as we were with it. That's why I'll always love baseball, no matter what it looks like. And why, with this off season being the way it is, it's like whatever. I get to watch play and remember how my love for it started and why it started, and that's the greatest gift that I've been given, or I was given, to start my love of baseball and to be able to participate in my love of baseball. And it's just so awesome. And why for the love of the game matters. And it's just such a amazing memory. We did it for every Saturday for 5 years. We even made sure, when I moved to the new house when I was 11, we made sure there was a carpet there. But then we found organized baseball, so it got a little put on the back burner. But just a staple in my baseball love, and I really wanted to share that with you guys. So as always, go baseball, go Braves, champions forever. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Helps out a lot. Thanks, guys.